Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Keep It Real with Hlogi. My name is mahope, Hlogi for the babies, your host with the most. Now this is the podcast where we sit on the couch and
keep it real.
I know, that's right. So guys, today I have two special guests with me and I'll let them introduce themselves. You can start.
My name is MZ. I am 19. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm pansexual.
Then we have...
my name is Nkateko. I'm 18. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm lesbian.
Okay, and let's get right into the video. Just a quick disclaimer that this video is our personal opinions and their stories. So please, if you feel like you want to come at anybody, just kindly like the video, subscribe, but go off, because this podcast is not only about fun and entertainment, but also educating our society about what they do wrong and what they do right, what they shouldn't do, and what they do. Thank you. Okay, so my first question to you guys, how do you come about your pronouns?
Let's start. I think pronouns are more like just about like a gender identity. So it's not necessarily like, when it comes down to the basics, like it's either you lean in more to like masculinity or lean in more to like femininity. I think that's how you end up coming with your pronouns. If you're they, them, or non-binary, you don't really fit into like those binaries of he, him, she, her. Yeah.
Right. Like, how did you come about your pronouns?
So like it's she, her, but I wanna change them because like I don't know. It's either they, them, or he, him. Because I feel like I'm more, like you said, you see which side you're more on, and I feel like I want to be called like she, her. I don't feel like I'm more on that side. But like for now, I'm just chill with that, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the next question is, what is the first moment in your guys' lives where you felt that you are part of the LGBTQI community? Like the very first moment where you were like, okay, I am not heterosexual, I am pansexual, I am gay, I'm lesbian. When was the first moment?
For me, it was like in primary, I would even lie. Like, I saw that the way I like to dress, I'm not necessarily saying if you dress a certain way, that's your sexuality. But I just saw that I didn't like things that girls like and all of that. And then when I started getting attracted to people, I never got attracted to guys. It was just a thing of even when I kissed my first gent, I was like, oh, what is this? When I kissed the first girl, that's when I knew. Then I was like, you know what, this is me.
Okay.
I think like the first time I knew like I was part of the community, you know, when I found out I'm pansexual. I think that was like I was in grade 1 actually.
Yeah.
So I was pretty
Double homicide.
yeah, I was in grade 1.
Damn. And what made you realize?
There was this other boy and we would like chill together, and I just knew that like I wasn't like attracted to him as like a friend. There wasn't like a friendship like relationship that I had in my mind, even at that age, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just when I knew.
Okay. Can I ask you guys a question that like comes from me specifically? Do you guys think that we all have a little bit of bisexual in us? Like, you know, I can say as a heterosexual person, like, I'm into guys, yes, but like every once in a while, you know, there's just that one girl that passes and I'm like, damn, not that I would date the person, but like I find them attractive, and you know, like, do you think that there's like a little bit of bisexual in all of us?
I don't. Because it's like, I can see, like if someone is pretty, they're pretty. Just because I'm attracted to girls, if a guy comes and is pretty, dog, you're pretty. You know, doesn't mean I like that, but you're pretty.
Okay. And then, can you guys tell us a little bit about your coming out story?
Coming out to who?
Coming out to your family, to your friends. Who did you come out first to, actually?
I didn't. To my friends and the people around me, I didn't come out. It was just, I just started living the way I was. And I guess my friends just saw it. But I with my mom, so like I have an iPad, so things on my phone was on my iPad.
Yeah.
And like sometime I was out with my friends, and apparently like they were using my iPad, and then my mom was going through like my music, and then I had a girlfriend then, So she made me like playlists and just showed out pictures and everything. So my mom just found the playlist, took pictures, and then when I got back home, she's like, we need to talk, you know. At the beginning, she was kind of like, I don't know, she was just uneasy about it. But as time went on, she was like, I kind of saw it, maybe I was in denial and all that. Now she's interested.
Okay.
I don't have a coming out story, like at all. Even at home, everyone was just okay. Like when I brought my boyfriend home, my parents were like, "Oh, the towel's a boy." I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Oh, okay, cool."
So they knew about the towel, but they just didn't know.
They knew the name,
Okay.
yeah, but they didn't know like, because when I'd speak, I wouldn't even speak often about him, but yeah.
Okay.
So,
Alright. So you know, there's this perception that goes around that, like, you know how parents like speaking about how they wish kids came with manuals, so like they could like raise you properly and stuff like that. Do you guys think like in that manual there would have been some, like, would the community be included in that manual? Like, do you think like that would have been included?
I don't think so, because like it's like the same with my mom when she found out. Her first reaction was, I wouldn't say she thought it was wrong, but I was like, you know, it's not normal. And then I kind of had to show her that it's just like your sexuality. It doesn't change who I am, you know. And you only find out after. So if you love me before, then I'm the same person. You understand? Like I'm genuinely the same person. But I just feel like parents are just. And we can't blame them, dog. They're just used to a certain thing, you know.
Yes.
And then there are times that was wrong. People see it as wrong. People don't associate themselves with it. So I don't think they would.
Okay. What do you think?
I don't think like it should be a thing. I don't think sexuality and love need to be things that we put into, like, you know, like how you saying a manual. You know, it's like it's not that simple. But rather just like raise your children to just love and make it okay to love anyone.
It doesn't matter who it is, just love.
Okay, that makes total sense. And okay, this question is like, I think everyone wants to know about this question because South Africa is like a very messed up country. But how is it being your sexuality in this country, like in terms of the killings of like the LGBTQI community, just the harassment in general? Like, how is it living here? Like, do you fear for your life? Like, how us girls, we just constantly fear for your life. Like, you can't dress this way, you can't do that. So as like a person that's part of the community, do you feel like you're restricted to who you actually want to be and how you want to live?
To a certain degree, yeah. Like, like I think it obviously goes with like growing up. Already you get used to people saying certain things about you. You know, like how adults joke. They're like, oh, you know, that child is so girly, or so this, so that. So growing up, you still have that perception, like in your mind, that people are thinking all these things. Then you get to high school. Like when I was in high school, I got like bullied for my femininity. Even in primary, you know, towards the late stage of primary, so grade 6, 7, then going on. And I think as a country, we definitely have a long way to go if people are being harassed for their sexualities and stuff like that from those young ages. We have a very long way to go, and it does hinder how I express myself, like towards the public. You know, like for my safety, I maybe sometimes would feel like in certain parts of the country, I'd have to present myself in like a very generic way, generic as in like manly way, you know, not to say that manliness and all that, that's another thing, but like I have to present myself in like a way that's like fitting of that community. So I think that hinders my growth and my identity as a person. I don't get to fully be me in those certain parts of the country, even in like modern spaces. I still don't get to do that because of people are coming with their ideas from home, you know. It's just, it's difficult.
I can imagine.
I don't know, like I think I'm kinda lucky that I'm in like a safe space, you know, with the people around me that I've been able to express myself
Yeah.
the way that I am. And like I said, I was like this from primary, so I had a mentality of I don't care from primary. So even if like now it's a thing of like that, you don't like me, you don't like me, and it is what it is. But a lot of old people don't understand it, you know, because like sometimes I'll say it and they'll be like it's wrong, and I would ask them why, and they wouldn't have an answer to it. So that's why you can say like it limits you to fully expressing who you are. But like in a sense, I don't care, you know. But like also hearing from those stories that like people get assaulted and killed because of their sexuality or whatever, yeah, that's kind of like messed up. Because now it's like one day, like that could happen to me, even though it hasn't. I haven't experienced it close one, but it's like that could happen to me. Which is the thing that I think about. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I just think it's something that's very sad in South Africa, like in terms of anything, like whether it's the community or just like being a female in South Africa. It's just a very sad thing. It's very messed up. But yeah, do you guys have a celebrity that actually maybe like that awakened the zazz in you?
Like a celebrity that I was like, what, that you were like attracted to?
No, like let's say like you watch James Charles YouTube and then you like, damn, I'm actually like that person. Like you understand?
Personally, no.
Really?
At all. I don't think anyone. I don't like. I can say I like what people have, and maybe I'd want that for myself, but I don't have anyone that inspires me or like have a role model that is my sexuality.
Yeah.
When it comes to role models, I think I'm my own role model.
Okay.
Yeah, like as in like what I want for myself in the future, that's what I look up to.
That's
yeah.
good.
Like what he said, I also don't feel like I do have one. It's like my sexuality, you know. If we wanna kind of like normalize it, it's gonna have to be something we don't have to look for into someone. You know, it's gonna happen. You know, it's like I feel like we're the same whether you're like a girl or boy or whatever you like. I feel like we're all the same. So if I were to find someone that inspires me, it should be from their character, their actions, the things they do, and all of that, not from their sexuality.
Yeah. And then, you know, I have a question. Like, I was watching some show recently, and I saw that they were talking about like dress code. You know, so like for like the guys, like when you're pansexual, like do you find it hard? Like, you know, sometimes gay people want to like go into the girls' clothing store and buy clothes there. Like, have you ever found yourself in that position?
Yeah, I do have girl clothes.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
And how does that like make you feel?
It's a shirt. It doesn't make me feel anything, you know. It's a shirt.
So like walking in public, you're just like do you get scared or anything like that?
No. Like, let's say perhaps if I were to like go out and like buy a skirt and wear a skirt in public, probably I would be like scared. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, it's literally cloth. It's cloth. What more, you know? Yeah, but I don't think it's wrong or anything. Clothes are clothes, you know. They're just clothes.
And then we got that girl. Like, how do you feel about it?
Like you said, clothes are clothes. If I like something, I'm gonna wear it. And I feel like someone said skirts are for girls. You know, someone like me, like a person said skirts are for girls. They're not, dog. If you wanna wear one, wear skirts. If you wanna wear baggy pants, wear baggy pants. Just wear whatever you want. And I also feel like the way you, like I said, the way you dress doesn't say what your sexuality is. I could dress like a boy, but still like guys. You understand? It's just who I am. That's why I just feel like clothes are clothes. Just me. Yeah.
Then do you have a question for you? So, you said you're pansexual, right? Before you were pansexual, did you by any point feel like you were bisexual?
Yeah, at a point, I remember in grade 9, like, I started like, that's when I started getting like a lot of questions about my sexuality.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, no, actually I'm bisexual. And then, but at no point have I ever felt like I was like gay, you know. Not to say that it's wrong or anything, but that's just wasn't me. So, but I do relate to gay experiences because obviously I'm attracted to guys, so a lot of the experiences that they relate to, I relate to as well. But when it came to me saying like I'm pansexual, that was more like in matric. That was when I was like, okay, actually, I really don't care. Like, not to say that pansexual people don't care about like whether you're a girl or a boy, but it's more of like love is love. And even me saying I'm pansexual, I'm forced to say that because of like categories that people are choosing to fit us into.
Yeah.
When it comes to me, I would say I don't have a sexuality, I just love. You can't put like a gender on that. You can't do that. Yeah.
Okay. And then I personally have a question because I recently learned that there's a category or there's something called asexual. I don't know if you guys know what asexual is, but asexual is like me as Hlogi. I don't want to be intimate with my partner or anyone for that matter until like I form some love connection with them, but at no point do I feel like there's a need for sexual intercourse, right? So do you guys feel like, because now it's in the LGBTQI name, like, you know, it's part of the whole society of the community, do you guys think that it's necessary, or do you think like it's just a preference that someone just said I don't have interest in being sexually active? Do you think it's just a preference, or do you actually think that it's an actual like thing for the community?
I think that it is an actual thing because like as a normal person, you have hormones, you go to school, you turn a certain age, you want certain things, right? So someone in a sense that's gonna like normally now if I'm gonna be with a girl, we're most probably gonna be, even if we're not like having sex or anything, but we're most probably gonna be sexual, be physical or whatever. So it's something that's normal in today's world. So someone that's not is someone different, and I feel like the community is there to represent different people. You see, so in a sense, that person is different. So I feel like they should be a part of it.
True. Not same, but I actually don't know how to answer that. I think it's a tricky question. I really do. I think it's tricky because I think what you're also asking is like, as someone like, let's say you're straight and you're only attracted to like guys.
Yes.
Yeah, like as a woman you're attracted to guys. So I think what you're asking is, are you asexual if you don't feel the need to have sexual intercourse or have any like sexual feelings towards that person? Does that make you asexual? I really don't know. I don't know. I think it's a tough question. I'm not going to say who is and who isn't part of our community. I can't say that. But if you feel very sexual, then yeah.
Okay. I think you guys should comment down below what you guys think about the whole asexual topic. And then another thing that I also recently learned about is semi-bisexual. I actually learned that there's semi-bisexual in the community. But semi-bisexual is like, I don't want to say you're not sure about whether you like guys. Yeah, you could basically say that. So like, how is that? Like, would any of you guys say you're semi-bisexual because, let's say, now currently you like girls, or now currently you like guys? Would you say maybe you're lesbian and semi-bisexual, or you just think you're semi-bisexual but like that specific person?
I feel like, okay, I feel like, right? I feel like being bisexual, it doesn't matter. Like, if you like guys 90% and you like girls 10%, you're bi. 5, 2, half, 50-50. Like, that's just how I feel. If you feel like you like girls, don't feel like you like guys, you're bi. That's just how I feel. So it doesn't need to be insane. It's just you're bi.
Yeah, like what she said. Like, being bisexual is not like on the path towards being gay. Like, it's not like straight bisexual.
Yeah, I think that's what's not like for people confused. Like, a lot of heterosexual people confuse that. Like, it's kind of like, we see it as, by we I mean like heterosexual people, like we see it as like
the starting point.
Yes, like you're halfway now, you're not sure whether you're going to go there or there, which I think is wrong of us. But also, like I always tell people, like I feel like we're not educated enough about the LGBTQI community. That's why we feel that it's right for us to make these kind of assumptions, you know. So yeah.
Even like the whole semi-bisexual thing, like it's okay to be curious, even if you're still heterosexual. Like, you can be heterosexual and still be curious. No one is going to like question your sexuality and be like, no, you're bi. You know, no, it's okay to explore and figure out who you are. Like, yeah, that's just your journey.
Okay, and then for my last question, before we play our game, this is like corridor talk. It's everywhere. Like, I've heard it quite a lot of times. So I'm just gonna put in a scenario. I'm Hlogi, as I am, and I'm dating a guy, but the guy is transgender.
Mhm.
Like, let's say he was
A woman.
a woman and now he's a man. What does that make me?
Straight.
Straight.
Still straight.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, it's in the name. Transgender. The person is changing their gender, not their sexuality. So I could be born a female and I transgender and I become a man, but then I go and I'm attracted to men. Like, it's like I change from look, now I'm a girl, I transgender into a man.
Yes.
And I get attracted to men. You understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't, you see, it makes me gay. You see? So it doesn't mean that when I was a woman I didn't like men. It just means I like men, but I didn't want to be a woman, so I became a man to like me. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
I get you.
So there's transgender, it's your gender. It's even in the name. You're changing your gender. It's not necessarily.
It has nothing to do with like you as a person. Like, if you're dating someone that's trans, that doesn't change you. No, like, you're still straight. You live your life. You're not part of the community. No, you're
I
still
think that's
straight.
something people
Because he
get
changed.
Yeah, no.
Because that person changed, like you said, that person changed into a man.
Yes.
You like them as
A man.
A man.
So you're still straight. Yeah, no,
so
you're
that's
not
what you
part
like.
of.
You see?
That's something that like that's like a topic that goes on. It could go on forever because you know you read threads where people are like, I'm attracted to this girl, but I just found out that she's transgender. Like, does that mean I'm gay and stuff like that?
No.
So, do you feel like heterosexual people like making things about them?
Yes.
And they like, I feel like they don't like learning. Like I said, you know, because I was fighting with someone that said, why would you turn transgender to go, like, if you're a woman, you turn transgender to go like a man. Why don't you just like women? And it's the thing of, I didn't change because I was attracted to women. I changed because I want to be a man. That's just how I feel it is.
I get you. But yeah, okay guys. So now we're about to go into our game. And yeah, stay tuned. So now we are playing our game. As you guys know that at the end of every episode, we have a little game that we play, you know, just to, you know what I'm saying? So today's game is not really a fun game, but more of a serious game because as I said, not only is Keep It Real for fun and entertainment, but it's also for educating ourselves because society is messed up, you know? So today's game is called Things Straight People Need to Stop Doing. So our two guests here are going to give us about 5 to 10 of their opinions or things that they think heterosexual people need to stop doing because as a heterosexual person, I think we do a lot of things wrong. So, and yeah guys, it's time for change because we are constantly changing. The world is constantly changing and we can't just keep being stuck in this small bubble and act like everything is normal when it's really, really not normal. But anyway, before I ramble too much, let's start with the game. Hey guys, give me your best shot.
Should we do this 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start off. Decenter yourself from the whole coming out experience if someone has to. Yeah. Decenter yourself. Doesn't like especially this is more like towards like parents, you know.
Yeah.
This is more towards parents. It's more and when I say decenter yourself, I mean like stop saying stuff like, what does that say about me? What reflection is that of me?
Okay.
What are people gonna say about me? It's not about you.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
One that I have is it's like now that I'm lesbian, right? And let's say you're straight, right? And I see you, you know, like girls like thinking I want it. And I don't mind. You see, just because it happens a lot, you know, just because I'm gay and I like girls, it doesn't mean I want you. It doesn't mean I'm attracted to you. And that's something that I feel like, you know, y'all should just
Stop. Yeah, you know, that's a big one. What else would I say? I would say stop asking us about sex. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
Like that sucks. Like there's more to us than sex. Like I remember, like at work, there was this lady that was like, once I said I'm pansexual, she was like, oh, isn't like sex? How's the sex? Is it painful? I was like, why don't you ask me about my life?
Yeah.
You know, like we are not just sex. Our sexuality doesn't just come to the actual act of like sexual intimacy. It's like me coming up to you and being like, you're straight. how is your man in bed? You know how inappropriate that is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like, what if you're saving yourself for marriage? You know,
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know.
So you understand.
Yeah, no, we're much more than just sex. We're people too.
I want like I feel like there shouldn't be a need to come out.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I didn't tell my parents, because I felt like they found out, you see, because I felt like there wasn't a reason to come out. So I feel like if you don't wake up one day and you're 16, you're like, you know what, mom, I'm straight, then why do I have to wake up and go and tell you I'm gay? So I feel like that's something that should change.
True.
Yeah.
Something that should change. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Another thing that I think straight people should stop doing.
Yeah, this is the third one. He goes back to 10.
Oh, wow. I would say, yeah, let's go back to the clothes thing. Yeah, you know, like I think even in general, as a straight person,
Yeah.
you can still wear a skirt if you're a guy.
Yes.
It's okay. Like, it's clothes. Get over it, honestly. So I think straight people should stop thinking that clothes define who you are, your sexuality, or anything.
Yeah.
Not just gender expression. Let's lean into that.
Okay. And okay, like you said, it's okay. Like it's okay to be curious, but like dog, I'm not an experiment.
Yes.
Ooh,
But I'm just saying,
I
you know, if you like girls, then I feel like I said, I didn't have to do something with a girl to now attract you. You know yourself. You have your hormones, you have your feelings. You know if you like a guy, you're attracted to him or not. Understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like you as a person also know if you look at a girl or you look at a guy and you see them, if you're attracted to them or not. So like don't experiment with them or necessarily like lie to them on something that, like, say you're gonna give them something that you're not gonna give them.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, be honest. If you want one thing, just say you want. If you feel like you're not sure, tell me you're not sure. Just be honest with me.
Yeah.
Number 4.
4. Towards straight people.
Yeah.
Obviously not all, but like the majority, let's mind our own business. Please.
That's a very big thing. Like whether it's about people, like anything, just mind
but
your own
specific,
business.
yeah, but also specifically towards like our community. Like so many people just have so like these ideas and just say these things like to us, you know. Like you get called slurs. Like luckily I haven't, you know, but that doesn't mean it won't happen as yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it happens like so often to like the people that I know or the people that are queer that I'm around.
Yeah.
Like also, so I would say just mind your business, live your life, eh? Focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind your own business.
Long story short, child, we had a little bit of a technical error over here. Don't mind the quality of the second video. You know, we're still keeping it real and enjoy.
Another thing, I'm trying to think of one. Like, let me see. I really can't think of it. Another one. But I can. Okay, things straight people should stop doing, right? Oh yeah, I think straight people should stop like. This one is very specific. It's very like situation specific. Like stop putting us into like situations that are very heterosexual. In terms of so like they should stop putting us into like straight situations. By that I mean like let's say 2 guys are dating or 2 girls are dating. Straight people should stop saying stuff like, oh, so who's the man? Who's the woman? You know,
I hate it.
worst
I
thing.
hate it.
Okay.
Because it's like, I'm in a relationship with a girl and you're gonna ask us who's the man in the relationship. There's a reason why I'm not with a man. I don't wanna be
both girls
with
or both guys.
You know,
Yeah,
both guys.
that's
It's not that I get it. Like, y'all should stop. It's not cute. It's not cute.
And that's a really big thing, actually.
Yeah.
Damn, double homicide. But okay.
And I also feel like people, like straight people, should stop putting us in categories.
Yeah.
You know, like just because I'm feminine, I'm gay, or just because I'm lesbian. You know, like they like picking for you. Like allow me to go through the things I go through. You understand?
Yeah.
And also stop questioning us, because I feel like in high school now, I got confused because a lot of people were asking me, you know, because I feel like I'm sure. But like when gang people start asking me, so what are you, so what are you, so what are you, that confuses you as a person. And I feel like you should just let them be. And they'll tell you what they are.
Yeah.
What they are, yeah.
Another thing straight people stop doing. Staring. I feel like that one is for me. I know it's natural. I know it's super natural for anyone to stare, right?
Yeah.
But specifically, like for example, when me and my boyfriend are walking around, like although I don't necessarily notice it, but I notice it. Like people definitely stare, and I get it. You know, it's not something that people are used to as yet. But come on, it's been years now. It's been a very long time, and it took like. But also, I mean, you can't change it. Hey, people are going to stay. So,
That's true, because I
yeah.
went to a mall last week, Saturday, and there was this white gay couple that was walking past, and like
everyone was
was
staring.
staring, you know, like yeah, like
It does make you feel very uncomfortable to a certain extent. Yeah, it's just like yeah.
Yeah, these are serious issues. That's the thing.
True.
Like, and I think us as heterosexual people, we don't consider you guys as feelings when we do such things. Like things that you're saying we should stop doing. It's just, I don't know, but like, how do you guys think that we like me and the rest of the heterosexual people can change that? Like, how do you guys think we can change that? Because I, for one, can say that after this episode, I definitely am gonna like stop doing the things you guys have mentioned, because now, not that it makes me feel bad, but it makes me think that you guys are also just normal people instead. So yeah, how do you guys think?
Like you said, we're normal people. Just treat us the same.
Honestly.
You know, what I'm attracted to shouldn't change the way you treat me. If I like guys, treat me the same way. If I like girls, treat me the same way. You know, and also like just respect people's preferences. You know, especially with the pronoun thing, because a lot of people disrespect people. You understand? Like I'd say, I don't want to be called, you know, this, and they'll still call me that because I feel like, but that's what you are, you know. And I feel like they should learn to respect people for who they are. That's just what you guys can do. Just treat us normally.
Okay, and then I don't know if you guys watched Sex Education. Did you guys watch it, the third season?
Yeah.
Did you see that there was that queer girl that the new principal done the whole thing of like the ladies walk, and then there was the whole sex class where girls get taught this in sexual education and guys get taught that, and this girl is queer, so obviously she identifies as non-binary, and now like, do you guys think that South African schools cater for non-binary people? Is the question.
South African schools don't even cater for queer people that are binary. Let's start there.
You see, South African schools don't, like, in terms of sex education, they don't have it. Proper sex education. I feel like we don't have proper, because all they do is tell you don't have sex, use a condom, STD, STI, and the child there, you know, and they don't really teach it to you. It's just in your textbook. You're just gonna read it. But I feel like there's a lot, you know, into sexuality and all of that. And if the world is changing, I feel like those things should be in like textbooks and all of that. So that's gonna have to change before we get to the other steps. So that's that.
Okay, but then you see, in terms of the pronouns, like, besides the whole thing, because I know pronouns on like Instagram, on your bio, because you post there he, she, or whatever. But like in real life, like everyday life, you can't just walk around with like a sign saying I want to be called she, her, stuff like that. So like, how would one know what to call you?
I'll tell you. No, you don't even need to ask. If, for example, you came and you said the wrong pronouns, and if it's the first time I meet you, the chances of me getting angry are zero. We're humans, you understand? So I just tell you that, oh nah, you know, please call me this, you know. And then after I told you, and like I said, you still say no after I told you. That's disrespectful, because I asked you and I told you properly. But I can't assume you must guess what to do.
So guys, do you guys have any more things people need to stop?
Straight people need to stop this thing. I don't know if guys do it, but girls do it a lot. So like, if they're like heartbroken, they'd say some shit like, act like you know what I'm going to go take.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know,
Stop that.
like you're not attracted. You understand? I don't understand. Like, what are you trying to say? You understand? Like, you're trying to say that they different. All I'm saying is, that's not the same as Jade's name, but that's just me. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So like, I don't know.
But that's also like parents. Like some parents would be like, this girl is only lesbian because she's been hurt by guys.
And it's not
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
It's really not like that.
Yeah, girls, stop saying you're gonna go to
I mean, if you like girls, just go to girls. Don't change it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I've heard that a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I haven't used it personally, but I've heard it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what straight people should stop doing, because I think like there's so much that straight people should stop doing that, like, how can I explain it? Like right now, like I feel like I'm at a point where I don't want to focus on how I want to be treated by straight people, because I think for so long straight people have like damaged us for so long that that's why we start to limit our interactions with straight people, you know. And it's not to say like, you know, it's not to say that everyone is like that, you know, but you know what they say, one bad apple spoils the bunch, honestly. So it's really difficult to be like in good spaces with straight people. So I just don't know. I just don't have anything to say about them anymore.
But like he said, you know, they don't wanna, like, it's how they are.
Yeah.
And by us saying things that like straight people should stop doing, you know, if you don't want, you don't want. I'm not telling you to stop because I need your validation.
Exactly.
I don't need it. You know, it's just something that, you know, I prefer you do, or like think about it, you know, think about our feelings. Like I said, a lot of the time they don't think about our feelings. But in a sense, if you still do it, I don't need your validation. You know, it also comes with respect.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Do you guys have anything more you want to say?
Anything else? Closing comments?
I'm
Another?
good.
I'm good. Closing comments from me would be live your life. Eh? Like for me, like especially this is specifically to like queer people. Live your life. There are many spaces for us. Find your people. We're there to support each other, and I think queer people have been such a huge like part of me becoming me.
Yeah.
You know, we're our family. You know, like I won't lie, I will extend grace to a queer person before I extend any grace to someone heterosexual. Because for so long, to be honest, you're living the good life, you know, in terms of like even opportunities, just stereotypes, all of that. Yes, with me saying you're living the good life, I mean it in a sense of normal life. I don't mean in the sense of like crime, GBV, etc. You know, I mean like down to the basic things. You know, you have that mutual respect among strangers because you're all heterosexual.
Yes.
So for me, I'd say like queer people, we're there for each other. We're there for you. If anyone that is queer is watching, yeah, we're there for you. We're there. Find the spaces. Trust and believe. Yeah.
Nkateko, do you want to say anything?
Like, yeah, just be yourself, honestly, and be patient with yourself. Take your time. You don't need to rush. You know, if someone will ask you the sexuality and you don't know, just tell them you don't know. You know, you don't need to know. And if you feel like you're not, you know, educate yourself. Like, we're human. You always learn something new. You know, if I felt like I was bi today but bad tomorrow because I read and saw that this is who I put myself in, then that's just how it is. You know?
Okay, guys. This was a very, very, very great topic and great, you know, time, because I feel like in South Africa we're just not there for each other. Like the people that are the LGBTQI community are not abnormal people as heterosexual people make them seem. Like me as Hlogi, I'm not normal and they not abnormal. We're all normal. We're all the same thing. We're all human beings. So the only thing we can just do is stand together and support each other, whether you want to be whatever, whether you're going to be an alien, a dolphin, give a gorna. Just be there for your friend, be there for your mutual friend, just be there for each other. is what I can say as your host, Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of the episode. Please do subscribe, like, share, comment, and please tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends and their friends, their friends. You know what to do. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is the podcast where we keep it real. We sat on the couch and we kept it real, child. We out.
You just gotta let go. You gotta let go now. You gotta let go. You get back up and let know. You just gotta let go. You gotta let go now. You gotta let go. You got you feel now. Let go.